Good morning. Good morning. It's really great to be together today with you all. My name's Laura Thompson. I serve as the minister here. Today's question box Sunday, where we are going, yeah, woohoo. You can say that. You're not up here, but okay. If you have a question that you would like to submit, we invite you to come up anytime. You can write it down and put it in this box anytime before the final note of the music after the offering has been taken. It's a good time. Folks online, you can just go ahead and write yours in the chat. There are no foolish questions, so the phrase goes, which is fortunate for Unitarian Universalists because we may be the only people who can turn a question mark into a spiritual practice, as we're doing today. This morning, no one is expected to have all the answers. Instead, we gather in the belief that curiosity can be sacred, that honest questions can bring us closer together, and that wisdom is often discovered collectively. Now, let us join together with open minds, open hearts, ready to explore the queries that rise among us.
Today is a joyous day because we get to welcome new members to our community with this ingathering ceremony. I'm very pleased to introduce 10 new members today. Julie Maya Panda could not be here today, but everyone else, just please come up as I call your name. Kevin Cornelius, Marianne Lambert, you'll just come up here and kind of line up. Joni Reed, Monique Sumi, I didn't see yet. Emily Campa, Rev. Laura Thompson, Grace Lawrenson, Claire Havenstreit, and Steve Weller. I encourage all of you to read the short bios about each new member that you were given with your order of service today. We'll redo the document to include the photos that we took today of each new member in Friday's bulletin, and we'll have hard copies available next Sunday.
Out of our hopes and yearnings and our deep need for connection, we fashion a community of love and service. In Unitarian Universalism, membership is a matter of personal choice, a decision to join a community of shared values and collective purpose. We have no creedal tests for membership. We bind ourselves together not by a singular expression of religious belief, but by the promises we make to one another about how we are going to be together and to what end. We call these promises covenants. I had those handed out with your order of service this morning to remind our standing members and let our new members know about that. Beloved new members, joining, including myself. You've signed the membership book. Now we mark the significance of your membership in worship, honoring our commitments to one another as sacred. As we witness your new member commitments this morning, current members, we also invite you to renew in your hearts what it means to be a member. And we also acknowledge that communal bonds are only as strong as our willingness to return again and again to each other, to our promises, to the practices of love. Because the truth is, it won't always be easy. This journey of membership won't be easy. The work of carrying our mission together will not be easy. So hold on to this moment. Store it away so you can return to it whenever you need to remember your passion and your purpose and our promises and covenant with one another.
As a member and representative of the board, I have the honor of asking both new and current members to assent to the shared commitments of this religious community. New members, in your first covenant with UUSM, we ask that you commit to spiritual growth rooted in our Unitarian Universalist values, service to UUSM and the larger community, generosity of time, treasure, and trust, active participation in our democratic processes, and faithful observance of our congregational covenants. If you agree to these commitments, please say, I will.
I will.
I will.
Recognizing that each time new members join our treasured community, UUSM is reconstituted. And I address our established members. Will you commit to welcome these individuals into our congregation, reaching out in friendship and a desire of mutual growth? Will you share the triumphs and struggles as this community grows and changes with new perspectives, experience, and gifts? Will you renew your commitment to this religious community and honoring your covenants? If you agree to these commitments, please say, we will.
We will.
May it be so. Welcome.
The Unitarian Universalist Association gifts all new members with a subscription to UU World, which you should start receiving soon. On behalf of the congregation, we also present these gifts to you, and Rev Laura is going to hand out the gift bags. The first gift that you'll find in your bag is a small sweet, some really good chocolate made by a company that reflects UU values, because joining UUSM is a sweet process. The second gift is a chalice journal to remind you that at UUSM we value self-reflection and we value your words and thoughts. The third gift is a flaming chalice magnet to symbolize the magnetic power of our community. The fourth gift is a handmade chalice for your home so that you can light the Unitarian Universalist chalice not only in your heart, but also in your very own chalice. And the fifth gift is a box of UUSM established in 1952 matches, so that you can light your chalice in the very best way. It's not a flaming chalice until you light it. And I do want to add that I think that's one of the big reasons that Rev Laura joined the congregation was to get her own box of matches. She mentioned that to me this morning. And as a symbol of just pure beauty on this day, Diana Candy and Rosalie Malone have made floral bouquets for each of you. They really are just so beautiful, and they have a nice little message of welcome. And when the flowers are no longer as beautiful as they are today, you still have a mug that you can use. So, coffee's kind of our deal here. So welcome to Unitarian Universalist of San Mateo. You're part of the community. We don't know what life holds for any of us, but one thing is for sure. There's nothing you will go through from here on out that you have to go through alone. You're officially part of the magical UUSM community now, and that means everything. Thanks.
So I called on today and the door was flung open.
disclaimer that I do know a couple things that are in here, because I always peek the week before, just in case. It gives me a little more time to dwell. But I don't know anything that was put in there today. I also don't know how many questions are in here. I do have a microphone here. Can you just set that on that chair over there? Yes. And that way, if something strikes you, folks on Zoom, you can write in the chat. So my disclaimer is that I reserve the right to pass, or say, I don't know, let me think about that, and I'll write a sermon about it later or something. So let's see what's in here. This is kind of like a Question Mark Sunday for ministers, kind of like going to a job interview. You know, you're just not sure what's going to be asked, and it's really full. And, and you're kind of on the spot. So let's see. But what is a theological or spiritual perspective or opinion of yours that has changed in the past few years? Well, I saw this one earlier because somebody put it in there last week, but one thing I will say is I think I've definitely, I was atheist, and then I was agnostic, and now I'm theist. And that was over the course of seminary and my ministry, so it was really more like the last 15 years. And I say that because I found so much awe and reverence for the wonder of it all that I just call it God, because I feel like that means that there's awe and reverence around it, and to just leave it unnamed like agnostic doesn't seem to carry the weight of awe and reverence that I want around the mystery. So I probably think a lot like atheists or agnostics do, but I call myself a theist because theism names the awe and reverence that you have for whatever it is. I still don't know whatever it is, but I have awe and reverence for the not knowing and the mystery. That wasn't a bad answer. I think I did pretty good on the first one. All right. Ooh, okay. Let's see, what else we got here? What is your vision for children and youth programming at UUSM? It's funny that it says vision, because I was actually supposed to go to a conference on Friday up in Berkeley about